Ahoy there, I'm TinyPirate and welcome back to Dawn of Man, and we're going to start a new series. We're still going to do some cool challenges in the other series, in the other game. We're going to try and make a massive town around a lake, but for now I also want to try the Northlands scenario. So there will be various free play scenarios, there'll be challenges, and there'll be community challenges. These are all sort of common things to Madruga Works games. They will be there later on. Of course, this is a beta. You can go and look it up on Steam. So we need to name somewhere, and I was thinking actually here are the locations. I don't know, they're all kind of ish the same, but I like this one down here for some reason, and I'm going to call it Ethantopia. Ethantopia, after Ethan Colt, my one and only channel member. He's feeling very sad. He enjoys the little cute emojis and all of that junk, but he is very sad. Hardcore? Oh. Hardcore? Why don't we do hardcore Northlands? This is going to be brutal. I'm going to have to step it up a little bit. Here we go. It's going to be awesome. And we're in. I'm just going to leave it paused for a second so we can check out the place. Okay, yeah, I can see this nicely. There's a little villagey fork river there. What have we got down here? Not a lot of flat land, but that's okay. One of the first things I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it off camera, is just set all my limits. Yeah, well, just pause the game or something. You want to just, alright, just keep going, that's fine. I don't mind. So we will set some limits and things and sort of see how we're doing. Oh, look at this nice little river plateau over here. No, I think we're going to leave this just as it is. So the first job is to start setting some work areas while they do things. Work area for sticks sounds good. A work area for flint sounds good. A work area for fishing sounds absolutely amazing. A wild plant work area. Oh, that's quite a bit here. So we're going to put at least 2 down for that. And finally, a hunting area. Oh, where are you? Hunting. I don't know. It's sort of, I don't know. We'll just put it. Yeah, this whole valley is ours to consume the people or creatures therein. It is our birthright and our destiny, and we will fulfill it. I actually don't think we need stone at the start. So, what do we got? 6. We definitely want to build a house. How much do I want to plan what's going on here? I sort of wouldn't mind building this way just because it's so flat down here. And for that I will need to... Can't wall off rivers by the seeming of it. It'd be nice if you could wall off across a ford like this. That would seem to make sense. You know, you'd leave... The water would still flow through, but you'd just wall it off to keep people away. But for now, I'm just going to go for compact around here. And we'll just, yeah, you get out of the way, lady. They're going to put stuff on your head. So we need some piles. These are pretty simple to move later on, so I'm not going to worry too much about where we do things with them. A storage tent, I'm going to put it over here just for a slight closeness to our resource gathering areas. And a rock pile can go right there. And what else do we have? Storage. No, we haven't got any production. Oh, we've got production. Crafter will probably need to be near the storage tent. Like that. And the final production I think I need to worry about right at this moment. Actually, I'm going to put it here. Is at least a couple of the skin dryers. And that spiritual, I think we can hold off. I'm just clicking my tongue and pondering. It's how I do things. So they're just going to have to crack on with that. I'm actually going to put that down as the high priority because that's the one that I want to get done first, which will help town growth. And I'm a bit worried about the cold. I think that's going to be an issue. And it's already winter. And so what are you doing? You're picking up sticks and stuff? Wonderful. It's time for me to set some limits, and then we're going to talk about what those are. Right, well, my limits have been set. I've just basically told them to go for 100% food And a little bit less. Actually, I'm going to go for a bit less right now on the flour so we don't have too many intermediate goods lying around. Just-in-time inventory and all of that stuff applies. 100% clothing. Low amounts of intermediate goods, high amounts of finished products. That's sort of my plan. I don't know if it'll make a massive difference at the start, but I would like to think it does. And I'm going to find at least one tree to chop down, which we can't do because we need tools. Do we have any tools? Not yet. So that's just going to have to wait a little bit. They'll throw some sticks on the fire, but nothing much else at present. So the first house is in fact up. Yes, very good. We need to do some more building around here. So for me, the crafter is next, and the skin drying rack is up there. So we should be okay. So we want grouped resources. I do like having the defensive one here, and I like the food, and I will eventually want the straw one. I don't want that for now. Likewise, the animal one. That can just stay as it is. First crafter is up, so it's time to grab our first set of tools. I think that will be the most important thing for us right now, and we're going to enhance fishing by producing a bunch of that. Spear will help with hunting, so we'll make some bone spears, and we will need some bifaces in the end as well for knives, so we'll do that. That should get us up to, actually the simplest thing to do would just be to do this, this, and this. And that'll ensure we hit 100% for our bits and bobs. We have done a little bit of hunting, and there's a little bit of flint. Oh, flint already expired. Just the story of my life. Where are you? What, really? I don't know if I can actually hunt you or use you. So we will actually go back. We will just place another. I'm going to place a flint area there just because I don't actually think they can use it. I think I will need to, where are we? I'll need to find some other area. And I think I've worked out why I can't pause. I think that's part of the hardcore element. I thought I'd somehow had a brain fart and forgotten how to use. I got two of them there. Forgotten how to use the keyboard or something. Trader has arrived. What do we got for you? Or for us? I don't know. We can't really trade very much here. Low. Like, can we give you a little bit of tiny amounts of stuff? A little bit of fish? Just do that. Couple of bits of flint. We do need them, so there you go. That's all right. That adds to our stock a little teeny bit. And someone needs to go over and craft. We haven't seen any population growth just yet. I wonder if maybe a little spiritual building would help with that. Do we have the resources? Not quite. We've got raw skins. Some are drying. It's not too extreme. I'm going to say let's put a little totem right here, right next to the fire. And people can worship it as they go about their daily business of working like slaves for me. Minions, gather faster. Winter is here, and we have the technology to unlock a couple of things. So the first thing I want is the composite tools and the drying rack. The drying rack will help us keep our food longer, and so we want one of those pretty promptly, just to stick probably close to storage. And the composite tools allow us to move into better. So where are we? We should cancel the bone spear and work on all of these flint tools, which will take up a little time, but that's okay. I've also told the craftsperson here to make harpoons to 150% because I plan to sell some off. I want something that I know I can just probably just throw on the market, and this seems like a reasonable choice. Cool, so we've got flint tools coming through. We are going to probably need to place more areas for sticks. So here's, oh, look at this. This is an absolutely enormous area. Very handy, so that's going to be very easy. Will I be able to find another simple flint sort of location? I'm hoping... No, that's stone. What am I doing? Place me a flint. Oh, no, it reckons flint. Fine. Well, we'll put that there too. I'm definitely going to need lots of stone and flint. So the drying rack is already up. I'm going to put another one up just so I don't have to ponder it again for a little while. Okay, so that's good. And I can cause this to be knocked down. The next thing I want is the tanning so that we can start making the leather outfits or the skins outfits. Oh, that's dry skin. That's fine, and eventually we'll want the leather skins. But for now we need them to head out and do some hunting, and for population to grow. Everything is built. It's just a little bit of a matter of time at this point. We survived winter. Food stocks. I think that's not looking too bad. I do feel inclined to put down another fishing spot. Maybe here, because this one covers these two, as far as I can tell. And then there are 2 more down here, so I might do that as well. It seems very reliable. I'll go for a bit bigger. It seems very reliable compared to, say, hunting, where you may run across the map and they may not catch the food. What are you offering me? A log? Yeah, nah. Nah, I think is the answer. Well, maybe we can buy that log off you. And no, we don't even need that. You can get out of here, pal. That's fine. We've already got a log. Not an issue. I do wonder, do animals want to be in nicer areas? Should I just start clear felling back this way? This way is where I plan to put quite a few fields. So, I don't know. It seems not crazy to do this. Place work area gather. On the other hand, actually, that is a pretty fantastic... Where did that tree gathering go? That is a pretty fantastic gather area right there. So I think we definitely want to take advantage of that. And hopefully people aren't too overworked. I'll find that tree gather area and just turn it off. Right, well I moved the tree gather area just sort of slightly over here so we're not taking out any of the service trees. Just want to make doubly sure. Yeah, no, that seems okay. So that's going to be just fine. Population has already hit peak, so it's time to add more residences and to continue our creep along the river. And I think probably we will put another fireplace over towards this side as well. We'll kind of go housing fire along the edge of the river to a degree. Look, little baby mammoth. They're very cute. There's lots of them just trundling around on this hardcore map. Just wander past someone having a little drink there. Off you go. And we can even get Mammoth Cam. He's so adorable. So adorable. Look at you. Look at you. You might find yourself in a thumbnail, young lady person. Not sure. Whole flock of them over here. And I notice that our people are very intelligently not bothering to get rid of them. Get out of here. We'll get rid of all the icons. And we can get a nice good look at that. There we go, that'll do. Wow, look at you. Mighty mammoth. Housing's going up. We have a ton of tech, it's time to spend it. We'll go for dogs and for tanning. I think those are pretty good options, which allows us to do the whole collect tannin. Can we do it over here since we already have this kind of marine reserve, I'm going to call it? Well, not really. I'm just going to put it there. That shouldn't be too difficult for them. And so production will be at least a couple of tanning pots. We'll pop them behind the storage shed since everything is going to be focusing on going to and from that location. And we're already hitting a bunch of tech as we hit various limits and numbers on our tools. Slings or spirituality totem megalith. Don't really like slings. We have enough use for our skins, so we'll take that first. Let's check. Totem doesn't feel too extreme. I think we're just going to make this little corner over here the start of a strange worshipping site, perhaps. I'm doing this for optimization. I would choose a hill, even if I was playing by myself. I wasn't playing for a story. I would put that at the top of a hill because first dog here contracted a disease. Not a good sign, because I just like seeing them go up there. I know it's not efficient. It's just fun, and sometimes you play games for fun. I know that's kind of a horrific thought. There are some strategy games out there right now who are trembling and getting the shakes. You can put your hands up in the comments below if anything other than optimal efficiency gives you like heart palpitations. I've been playing lots of Oxygen Not Included lately, and I spent a long time designing highly efficient systems. It's funny, some games I want to do that, and this game I feel a bit more relaxed. I like to just puddle along a bit. And I'm looking for other things if I need to up my hunting. I'm just conscious we're a little short on game. What are you? No, I don't want to hunt cave lions or woolly mammoths at this point. Thank you very much, game. It might be a little light on game on the field compared to the other scenario. But we are going to need stuff. Ah, here we go. We're going to need stuff if we want to. I'm going to have to possibly drop down a hunting area all the way out here. We are going to need skins if we want to do anything useful. Yeah, there we go. That's marked. We'll go for 2 people. 100% meat. I'm going to put that up actually. And infinite. Yeah, we'll do that. Go! Harvest! Oh yes, nice! Oh, 2 down! Well done, those bone spears are doing the trick. 1 more there. Chase it! Chase it! Oh! Murdered in the river! I feel like I'm playing Rust right now, and this is me being ganked by people as I try and flee across some river. And then dead and gutted. That is pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much how I play Rust. Well, how other people play me at Rust. So, skin racks, got 2 of those, 3 of those now. This is up and drying. I feel a bit more confident about the fish this time round. So fish stocks are noticeably starting to drop. I hope they have a bit of a good solid refresh in winter, but I'm not convinced they do. Or in summer. I might put 1 more fishing spot down here just because. And if I put 1 up here, like I don't expect them to get up here, can I possibly get... Can get 3. There you go, very nice. And these guys all over here about to be victims as well. Get across the river. This way. Oh, did it bleed out? No, it's still going. They should get a bit slower after they're wounded. They wouldn't get away. There's a few too many times where they get hit with a spear and they get away. But then I guess at the same time maybe these people should miss on some of the more rubbish weapons that they use. Might balance. I don't know. Do we need a hearth? No, we have, well, it's coming along at the right pace. We have enough capacity. Food is looking brilliant. Tools are looking brilliant. Tech time. We have to unlock slings to continue onwards into the pottery age. You know, do I want to make them? Let's have a look at them. They do 2 damage. So does everything else for hunting and fighting. These are just for hunting. They take 1 skin. These take a... No, I don't want to ever build slings. I'm going to sell them. As soon as I see them, they're out of there. What happened to you? Old age? Fair enough. And speaking of trader, what do we got for you? We got wooden harpoons. We've got a couple too many of these, I think. And I can get rid of a bone spear. And a wooden spear. And another wooden spear. So what? Whoa, what can you give me for a price of 45? You can give us some bread. Nice. Give us some pulses. Give us some meat. Dry skins. I love it. I love what you're doing for me here, pal. Leather. A log. That was a great trade. Did we lose any significant number of anything? I don't think we did. I think it's reasonably okay-ish about a surplus. Can I get just a couple more added just to make sure maybe it forces them to the front of the queue? I'd like to think so. We're ready to advance into the Mesolithic, and one thing I have done is just tidy up this area here. What I plan to do is have a kind of a corridor of the damned leading to some bigger monument down here. I think that's going to be kind of fun. So, well, not the damned. I mean, this is just the ancestral worshipping pathway, really. The spirits. The spirits, you see, they die in our village or nearby, and then they come up this mountain and they ascend to the heavens. And this is the gateway they must travel, you see. So it's very important we keep that area a little bit special and sacred and far away. Meanwhile, everything here is going very swimmingly. We got tons of room. We got like an enormous pile of food. Everything is just piling up in terms of food production, and we're ready to get into some of the next tech. The first of which I'll probably pick up is I'm kind of tempted by the tools because, well, there we go. We just get to grab it. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's see what we can get. So, we just got everything here. Someone got some diseases. So, we don't have any grains or anything to plant yet. Food dryer. We've got nothing fresh there. I have to remember all of this stuff now, which is very difficult for me. I'm just a bear of simple simple needs. I can't remember what the point was of metallurgy. Is there no wells yet or anything? Not yet. That's okay. So what we will get though is we'll get them underway on these and these. Cancel those and start selling off the bifaces pretty promptly. And that will be good. Yes. Okay, people, crack on with that. And the next pile of tech will unlock. Will be, because we did actually kind of want those tools. They need to get ahead of us, and that way we can start growing cool grains with actual tools rather than without. And the archery I think will probably come last-ish. We'll see. We just have to get them smashing through some of these things. No, actually we don't want mud. We want the collect water job, which is, well, it's going to be there, isn't it? Very simple. No other fresh jobs. We'll let them crack on. Well, a trader has arrived and they're bringing me an expensive grain processing, but I don't really mind. I do have quite a lot of junk to get rid of. Well, I don't suppose it's exactly junk. It's just that cured meat, maybe not. It's just I have a lot of it. I have a lot of stuff and I don't have a lot of things for people to do right now. So we might as well sell off a few bits and bobs. Do have quite a bit of meat, so I will take that grain processing, and that's going to be a good jump start on our technology, and we're going to be able to put down a mortar. I will want to think about where we keep our granaries, and since this is actually quite a nice area over here, I'm pondering where the fields are going to go. I think a couple here makes sense, so I think we will want a granary over here. What else is there to do? I don't think we have the storage yet. We don't have the storage hut for the granary. We require thatching for that. That's fine. So we're just going to have to wait for them to crack on. We are very close to being able to pick up a little bit more tech, which would be very lovely. Town continues to grow, being a small bear attack, which is somewhat frustrating. Did eat a couple of people, but you know, that's just why we have our spirit gateway here, which I think you'll agree is looking quite nice, leading our spirits onto the afterlife. And I am looking for flint, and coming up disappointingly short so far. Somewhere out there will be some flint for me. Well, there's some disgustingly long-range flint over there, but we'll just have to put up with it. So we're at 7 tech, which is good. I can crunch into serial domestication, which means we should be able to require serial domestication. We've got that now. So why are we not planting plants? We've got all the harvesting tech we want. We need mud eventually. It's required for serial domestication, which comes in the next stage. So we're very close. And you know what? I think we're going to have to tackle that in the next episode. I think we've had a very strong start here. I think this is going very well. And as you can see, I'm actually I'm building these simply to destroy them again, because I want to hit the 5 tech things. And I've already done that with the skins. I've got a bunch of fireplaces and tanning pits coming up over here. So they're also going to get torn down again because we just don't need them. But we're going to hit those 5 techs, move on to the next stage and start building our plants. And I need your opinions. Do I flatten this rather productive area? I'm kind of inclined not to. I sort of want to maybe leave that one intact. Or do we farm inland? Because this is nice flat land for expanding on as well. Or could clear down this side and, yeah, have a little hill here for the chief. Thoughts in the comments below. Hope I'll catch you again next time, and I hope you'll stick around to watch some of the challenge videos I plan to do. Until then, I've been TinyPirate. Good night.